It's August, and that means back to campus for millions of college students all across America. They're getting their supplies and they're packing the car for move-in day. But if you're a student of faith or you believe in traditional values, the Constitution, and God forbid maybe even be a Republican, you need more to survive than soap and a new pair of jeans on today's college campus. Open, active discrimination and oppression of right-leaning, even moderate students is commonplace. So how do you survive woke academia? Earlier, I spoke with campus reform correspondent and student at Point Park University, Logan Dubil. Take a listen.
Yes, of course. First of all, thank you so much for having me on. I do think it is important to recognize that higher education is left-leaning. There is no way around this, but you shouldn't let that stop you from being open about what you believe in. I started my college career at Point Park University kind of self-censoring myself in fear of retaliation and backlash from the Point Park University community. I didn't really post much on social media. I chose not to talk to my friends about politics, but I soon realized that this was not the way I wanted to be spending my time in the college environment. Students go to college to exchange in ideas and to learn about different perspectives. So I decided to join my school paper, The Globe, and to publish opinionated conservative pieces there, hoping to give students kind of exposure to my point of view. This did not go well at all, and this is when I started to notice a shift in behavior from members of my college community.
You know, a lot of students fear expressing themselves, as you point out, but surveys have shown it's not just conservatives, but moderate students as well. Logan, give us some advice here. If someone in our audience or their child is heading into this environment, what can they do to protect themselves and still thrive at college?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, being conservative or even, as you point out, moderate on campuses is deemed as unacceptable and, not normal in today's society. And I think the best piece of advice I have for those watching today would be to ignore all that. I mean, don't let people shut down your speech and your thought process, your ideas, just because you're trying to make a friend or two or to stay in a friend group. I do think it is more important now more than ever to be open about your beliefs. And once being open, just that alone becomes acceptable on campus is when higher ed will shift from, left-leaning more towards moderate where it should be.
You've got a lot of students out there who were like you when you were a freshman. They were concerned about retribution from teachers and from students, even from administrators. How do they protect themselves if they take your advice, Logan, and they're not going to back down, and they're going to say, no, look, I'm going to make a constitutional argument here that I believe is correct. What can they do to protect themselves from retribution?
I would definitely recommend standing your ground and sticking up. If professors do, retaliate against you and, grade you differently just because of your views, that is, a violation of your First Amendment rights, and you should definitely take that up with your university. The Leadership Institute's campus reform has reported on instances where students are negatively affected in the classroom due to not being a liberal. Just recently, we had Penn State University students were required to write an essay in support of the Taliban. They had to write about how they were not a terrorist group. We also had back in 2019, a student told campus reform that they received a 0 on an assignment, and when it was handed back to them, it was marked up with a lot of anti-Trump rhetoric. So there are professors out there who sadly will negatively affect your grade if you do not agree with them. And I just think that standing your ground and just being open, there's nothing wrong with being a conservative, and you need to let people around the world know that.
All right. Look, that's good words. Stand your ground. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. That's the American way. That's what we want our young people to learn. And you know what? On the left, on the right, it's okay. It's supposed to be about having a conversation and a debate, not just a one-sided argument. Logan Dubil from Campus Reform. Have a great semester, Logan. Keep fighting.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. With inflation at its highest level in 40 years and interest rates skyrocketing, your retirement plans are in danger. Well, our friends at American Hartford Gold can help show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Yeah. If you call them right now, they have a special offer. They will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order. So don't wait. Call now. Here's the number, 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532. Thank you.